See this spray nozzle. Actually, that is this plays a very critical role, very critical,
Okay.
especially in degreasing and surface preparation.
Okay. Mhm.
And this is also used for cleaning purpose. Now, and they should have a proper, that is a spray wash cabinet also. The design of the cabinet is also very important. So spray wash cabinet. When you visit your client end, probably that is you can inspect all those things so that it will be useful for you to understand about their setup, and based on that you can further tune your formulation also.
Mhm.
Then the nature of the substrate here, nature of the substrate to be cleaned. So that is also another important aspect to be cleaned. When I say nature, we can talk about the shape. When I say shape, that is irregular shape, which has some silent corners,
Mhm.
etc. And it should be whether it is accessible to the spray or not. So that is also very important.
Okay.
So this is another important thing. Then the choice of a nozzle actually affects the cleaning efficiency also, and cleaning coverage. When you talk about the cleaning, you need to worry about the, for instance, efficiency, how efficient, in what angle, and also how wide they can do. That is the coverage aspect. And what is the fluid consumption of this spray? That is nozzle. Fluid consumption. So this also plays a very important role. With all that, the safety parameters, etc.
Mm.
Sometimes it should not be blocked, and the our liquid should be totally free from any grits or powder or precipitates. So all are major important, that is parameters to be monitored.
Correct.
Then when we talk about the types of nozzles, when we talk about the types of nozzles, especially for cleaning application
Okay.
or cleaning. So we have the flat fan nozzle, flat fan nozzle. Actually, the spray pattern will be narrow flat sheet,
Okay.
narrow pattern. So that this is best for spray cabinets. If they have got cabinets, this kind of spray nozzles are very suitable for spray cabinets.
And also sending their detail and their spray lines. That will help you.
And also, this is useful for the conveyor type of washers.
No.
And usually, such type of nozzles are used in most common for degreasing.
Touch.
And usually, the angle of a spray should be 15 degree. So this angle is very important, 15 degree, and it can go up to 110 degree. This is the angle, so that it will create a very good, uh, gives good impact force. So this is one type. It is known as flat fan nozzle. Another is called the full cone nozzle. So full cone means the spray pattern will be like this and it will be conical. Assuming that this is a spray gun, it will be a conical form. So it forms a conical form. So this is called the full cone nozzle and usually it forms a circular cone pattern, circular cone pattern. And this kind of nozzles are used for immersion spray boost. Partially the components can be immersed. So immersion spray boost. It means that is it's a kind of tunnel wash you can say. It's a kind of tunnel wash.
Immersing them in the
Yeah,
liquid,
yeah,
is it? That's what it is saying.
correct. And it gives you very broad coverage, but the impact will be less than that of this flat fan nozzle. And the third variety is, I'll try to send you a neatly typewritten notes later. Okay. Then third one is hollow cone. So here it is a solid cone. It goes like a that is full solid cone. Okay. When I say full cone means full solid cone, and that's why it's called full cone, solid. But you have another pattern that is called hollow cone, hollow cone nozzle. So this will develop. This is also a circular, but it should be called a ring-shaped one. That is a ring-shaped cone.
Okay.
Okay, so actually the conical pattern will be like this. It's a kind of hollow cone. So the
This will
spray,
be the nozzle type, sir.
exactly. This is hollow cone. So the jet will be, this is a nozzle, and here you can form a hollow pattern. So it means it forms only in the circular, that is the peripheral, that is circular pattern is developed here. Are you able to follow this? So it forms a circular pattern like this.
Correct.
You got it? A circular pattern. So you can have the
Yeah.
liquid only on the circular pattern, not at the center. You understand this? So this is
So
not.
the spray will come out more.
Yeah, yeah. It is a kind of.
Will-
Yeah. No, no, no. This is only spray. So here, high automation is possible here.
What does that mean, sir?
It means that is the particles will be almost atomized in such a way that you can have the finest jet, and that too it is peripherally available like this. So the liquid will be here. Okay. And this kind of hollow core nozzles are used for that is foaming and rinsing. So this develops a lot of foaming. Got it?
Okay.
So that is why I am giving you this knowledge because that is if they have used this one, they should not complain that your chemical is foaming because their nozzle is of that type. Do you understand?
Understood.
So this is
Understood.
that is you have to check whether what type of code they have, and I will give you a detailed notes on this so that you can personally go and inspect and ask them to give their design so that because these are all when we go for spray techniques, it is a sophisticated one. So
Correct.
this is rinsing. This is meant for rinsing and or foaming. It develops foaming.
Mm.
And here, this should not be used for viscous oil.
Viscous oil.
Yeah, so viscous liquid or viscous oil. If the liquid is very viscous, we should not use this kind of hollow core nozzle.
Okay.
And the next type is solid stream jet. Solid stream is a jet. Solid stream is a jet, is a concentrated jet, and this is useful for spot cleaning,
Okay.
spot cleaning, and the high pressure jets.
Okay.
And this is especially used in the case of stubborn greases or stubborn deposits.
But then, sir, it will be a very thin jet
Yeah,
in this case.
yeah,
If
thin,
it is for
but
cleaning.
yeah, but the pressure will be very high. So this is used for stubborn deposits.
Okay.
And the component of intricate shape with a lot of silent corners, with a lot of curves, then
Mhm.
foldings, etc.
Correct.
Okay, so they have to use, they actually they design in accordance with their component. Actually, the entire, suppose if it is a conveyorized one, you can have different types of nozzle along that is, the particular tunnel. For example, if you have that long tunnel like this, and you can find a lot of jets like this of different patterns. So one zone will take care of the hollow cone type. Another is that will be oriented towards the that is stubborn deposit. In order to clean the stubborn deposit, they will use this type of a jet here.
Mhm.
Okay, so likewise, the zone wise, it may be different also. So that is purely that is, I mean, it will solve lot of engineering issues also.
Sure.
Okay, then and next one is um, actually this is some kind of you can even say that is what do you call pre-wash blasting, something like a pre sand blast. You know, you where you are using sand. Here we are using water. That's all. So pre-wash blasting.
Pre-wash blood.
Yes.
Just
And this should not be used for processing of any chemical.
touch. This is just
Yeah,
like you have what to
exactly.
blast to
Blast.
heat up your heat and
Exactly.
then
Exactly. Yeah. And sometimes this can be combined with the air support, that is air assisted nozzle. So that is I think it is for fifth type. Air assisted, that is also used for cleaning stubborn, that is the deposits also.
okay.
So air assisted nozzles. So here, in fact, since it is air assisted, the fluid coming out will be almost atomized one. So
Okay.
atomized mist, it forms mist, atomized mist, fine mist. And
Mm.
this kind of air assisted nozzles are used in that is precision parts, very subtle parts, and especially in electronic, if there is any electronic circuits along with the any that is aluminum component, this kind of that is air assisted nozzles are used.
Okay.
And moreover, that is this is especially used in the case of solvent based one. That is not for
Okay.
water, not for water. Solvent based degreaser, solvent based degreaser, and especially for fine rinsing. And finally, we have rotary spray heads.
Okay.
So this will be of rotating nature. Okay, rotating jets will be there, and this is especially used in that is a tank and drum cleaning.
How does that work, sir?
For example,
Like this.
yeah, that is, you will be having smaller components where you cannot suspend each and every component. In that case, you will put it in basket or drum. So the drum will be rotating where this kind of spray heads are available. So this is used for self-assisted or self-powered fluid pressure because
And drummer.
ah,
Not.
yeah, it is a sophisticated arrangement for.
Okay.
So I have been discussing about all these things regarding cleaning, and especially when it is coming for processing, there are some key selection parameters that is very important. Key selection parameters.
Mm.
Parameters, especially for degreasing.
Okay.
First of all, the first parameter is spray angle. Okay, spray angle. So usually they are kept at 45 degree, 40 degree, 65 degree, 80 degree, and 110 degree. So 40 to 110. In fact, wider the angle, wider the angles that lead to broader coverage, but but less impact. So second is the flow rate of such type of degreasing materials. Usually 1 to 10 liter per minute per nozzle.
1 to 10 liter.
Yes. In a minute, it will transfer starting from 1 liter to 10 liter based on the pressure.
Okay.
I'll be discussing about the operating pressure also. It may vary.
Mm.
I am talking about this per nozzle for each nozzle I'm talking.
Okay.
So this depends on the pressure also. This depends on pressure and also nozzle size. Nozzle size. And the third parameter is you have to be very careful about the material of the nozzle with which it is fabricated. So material. Usually, you always insist on SS316
Okay.
or they can use brass or they can use these polyvinyl that is PVDF,
Yes.
and the PTFE. So these things can be used.
Okay.
And especially this kind of nozzles should be corrosion resistant, corrosion resistant, and you should not develop any alkaline corrosion also. And also it should be resistant to alkali and some of the surfactant. And the fourth parameter is much more important, that is the operating pressure. Usually it is given in 1 to 10 bar. But in terms of pounds per square inch, that is PSI means roughly, I think 1 into 15. So 15 to 150 PSI.
Okay.
So this is the pressure to be maintained. But
Yes.
high pressure,
Mm.
high pressure means that leads to, that is higher misting.
Okay.
It develop lot of mist, and the impingement will be more also. The impact will be more. So higher the pressure, these parameters will be definitely increasing. I mean, these are the consequences. Then regarding the droplet size, I was talking about the atomizer, so the droplets coming out of the nozzle. So that is called the droplet size. So the droplet size normally it ranges from 100 to 400 microns. And
Okay.
smaller the droplet, finer the droplets,
Mm.
rinse will be better.
Okay.
Droplet size, rinsing will be better.
So one bottom.
Yeah.
Hello.
And larger cleaning better.
Okay.
And then nozzle
Smaller size, better clean.
better cleaning,
Rinse.
larger cleaning better.
Mm.
Then nozzle,
Mm.
the nozzle spacing, that is, as I was discussing about the position of the nozzle, the spacing, how closer it is, how farther it is, they are kept. So that is called nozzle spacing.
Basic. Mm.
Typically, that is 100 to 300 millimeter.
Mm.
So this is the typical arrangement, and so that you will have even coverage, especially with the flat parts.
Mm.
So these are the very important aspect about the that is a nozzle, the I would say even the technology of nozzle. And
Right.
we can let me include one more point also that is also very important. The spray nozzle configuration,
Okay.
spray nozzle configuration.
Mm.
So the position of the nozzle usually you can check that is whether these things are pretty perfect so that you can give an ideal solution for them. So the position of nozzles,
Mm.
usually it is at opposite angles to avoid that is a shadowing of complex parts. It means, for example, you are having the nozzle like this, okay? So, and if it goes like this, means that is this part may not be affected by this nozzle.
Mm.
So, in such a way, that is you should have the opposite arrangement also.
Correct.
So, like that, that is you should not hide any surface unclean.
Understood.
And then the usually low angles are recommended. Low angle, low angle fans. So sometimes the low angle fans are provided here, and usually the temperature will be 25 to, and not temperature, angle 25 to 40 degree. This is for high impact.
Mm.
That is sometimes it will create a mist like this.
Along with the nozzle, you'll also
Yeah,
have
yeah,
the lower angle fans.
yeah, that is. And then wide angle fans are used for this is low angle. When I say wide angle fans, it means 80 to 110. So this is called low angle fan nozzle jet arrangement. This is called wide angle fan jet arrangement. So you can just ask those people whether it is a LAF or a WAF, and this is for full coverage, and this is for high impact.
Okay.
Okay, and then that is there will be some counter flow spray setup also. It is called a counter flow spray setup.
Okay.
This reduces because once these are all moving here and there, and this should not catch once again on the cleaned components. So
Okay.
in such a way that is it should be properly that is diverted so that it helps to reduce contamination.
Okay.
The cleaned grease should not redeposit.
Mm.
So this is as far as the maintenance aspect is concerned.
Correct.
And we should consider quick release and clip-on nozzles also for quick changeover. And you can insist on inline filter also,
Okay.
so that it will prevent clogging. If they need any specific, that is support, technical support, I can suggest some of the uh, teams also. They are available in Pune and also in Bangalore. Then another guy, he is in Calcutta. So pan India operations are being supported in case of this kind of spray or something.
Sure.
Okay, so you can.
Yes, I will get
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so these are all the things that I wanted to, that is, insist as well as spray is concerned.
Sir, I have sent you their net
Hmm.
and the plant looks from outside.
Ah,
So if you can have a look, it's sent you what.
okay, okay.
Only two questions on that. Which kind of nozzle would be better for a decreasing and for iron fixating?
Hmm.
And second one, what pressure should be maintained for adding? If you can see that and give me the suggestion,
Yeah, sure.
and say, and study the rest.
So this is the comp, is it not?
Yeah.
And what about their spray setup? Yeah, can you get me?
Even outside, they've not yet given any internal.
Okay, so suppose if they encounter any engineering problem regarding the installation of such kind of spray setup, because we have expertise with our team, so that they can make use of our services also.
Sure, sure.
Because as far as spray systems are concerned, these are all because recently, I mean not recently, about 6 years back, I established a complete turnkey project as a turnkey project in. You would have heard about this elevator company, that is. Vittur elevator companies, where we have installed completely with our team. It's a robotic system. Actually, that is a nano coating system, followed by powder coating plant. So I was the total turnkey project head for them. I was serving them for 2 years, and after that, that is they have taken up their own mini contracts. They want to reduce the cost, and thereby now they are picking up very well. And if they are interested, they can also visit that place where I have there, because it was totally designed and we have especially used a conveyorized belt system, and those things are from Italy. So they have used Italian conveyor, and it was indigenously built from Pune. Not Pune, sorry, Pune, for robotic guns from Pune, and the entire setup was erected by the Bangalore team. So from your place only.
Which colors?
That is a prime,
Right.
ah,
No. Must be prisms. Right.
sorry, not prime, prism,
Yeah, prism.
prism. They are all my good friends.
Mm-hmm. They have become very good with a lot of the plants.
Yeah, yeah, they have done wonderful projects. And I have give them some assignments to them also.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. Done, sir. I understood this part.
Mm.
And when I go to the plant, I will discuss it further.
Mm.
7 8 hours. Once the system is operational, if there are any problems, I'll.
Yeah. Oh, oh.
Now, sir, I need to put plastic-free, less foaming or non-foaming degreaser
Mm.
in this plant.
Mm.
I want to preferably put liquid so that the nozzles don't get choked.
Correct.
That's all.
Yeah, yeah, better. If it is a spray, always go for
Liquid.
liquid type.
No, sir, I don't have a liquid degreaser. I have currently just recommended our caustic-free solid degreaser.
Mm.
So, can we develop a liquid that eventually I can add on that caustic-free solid degreaser as a topper?